Hello, mouse. All right, we did my mouse. Just for a second, I thought we lost everything because nothing was responding. I think we're working. Who knows what fun technical issues we'll have today? Yay! Looking around. Oh, my goodness, YouTube Live is even functioning. In case people are watching what I'm watching on my fourth monitor, it's Mistress Mord who's actually streaming during the day. So do you see that Mistress Mord is streaming? She hasn't done this for months. She's like, she needs money, so she's gonna stream. So she streamed this morning, and then she went to dinner her time. She just came back from dinner and she's like, I'm gonna stream some more. That is unheard of. So I guess she's serious about needing money. I don't really know how to put it together. She's got this thing where her idea is that she shouldn't really have to put too much work in it, and she just shouldn't have to raise money. She thinks that she can raise $7,500 before the end of the year. I said, that's 10 days away. She's like, and her strategy is basically just to go live and wait for somebody to gift her that money. And it's a lot of money, but hey, they've gotten gifted larger sums of money before. It is not that outrageous. And from her point of view, you really don't need or really want to do anything. You just want to be there, So she's just gonna be there. So she's just gonna be on stream, laying on the bed, chatting with people, until she gets her money. I have tried to convince her that she can make a lot more money on the spicy sites many times, and she always has either a reason or excuse to not stream on them. So, Mord and I both have personally met Nicole T, and Bella Rama. Obviously, Bella Rama. So yesterday, Nicole and Bella Rama were streaming together in the hot tub. That was like a dream come true. Azra came too. She's pretty hot. I like Azra. And but I've met and given big hugs to both Nicole and Bella. So seeing them stream together, they make $7,500 in a month would be their worst month in a long time for either one of them. And they make more than 50% of their money on the OnlyFans. Okay, they're streamers, but streaming is only 20 to 25% of the revenue. Maybe with Bella even less. We're not sure how they make their money, but sure shit isn't from streaming. Mord wants to make all her money through streaming, even though Twitch doesn't even want to pay her. She doesn't know if she's ever going to get paid out from Twitch again. She doesn't want to stream on Kick because I don't know why. I don't really understand her strategy, but it probably will pay off. You know what I mean? Understanding the strategy, it would probably be the wrong strategy. Her strategy is basically just to wait and do nothing. And the strange thing is, it will probably. I have a good feeling it will work. I'm gonna make a slight adjustment to my stream here. There. All right. Anyway, we're gonna stream today. I got my beautiful Bluetooth controller. I've got Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 booted up, which just had another minor update, by the way, as before stream. I don't know what it is. I'll be doing that for roughly an hour. We're gonna do some exploration in 2024. Why not? I mean, gosh. I was playing around in a bit, and I made a few discoveries here and there that I think were fun, but which we'll talk about shortly. Oh, the second half of the show, roughly 1 hour in. It's going to be holiday piano music time. By the way, I mean, come on. I don't play any of those songs perfectly, but I enjoy it. It's not really a performance. It's really a recital. So, but anyway, yeah, I got like three more of these piano music performances, and then we will be past the Christmas season. And I'm looking, actually, I will go back to my regular, like I like to call it, the regular lounge act shows. So this is the Flight Simulator 20, but this, basically while you're waiting to do anything, this is just a little roll that runs over and over again. I think it's only 1 minute and 15 seconds long. But it shows a lot of things, like we haven't flown that Sikorsky helicopter. I don't think we flew this bush plane. Anyway, but we flew this, but not in Paris. This is the one that I want to try. A different one. But the point is, we're going to try an electric plane today. The last time I tried it, I was like, it doesn't work. And it didn't, but I figured out why. The reason is because of that throttle quadrant, which I don't have plugged in right now. So we're going to be flying without the throttle quadrant. And I kind of understand, after flying it without the throttle quadrant and understanding how you're supposed to fly it, I understand why the throttle quadrant interferes with the action of that particular plane, which we're going to fly. The other thing is I was doing is kind of going through and trying to install airplanes that I have in my 2020 collection that are installable at least to try to find out which ones will work because not all of them that claim to work will work. The one that I want to try because I didn't give it a full tryout last time is Archer Midnight. Oh, and the other thing that don't remind me if I forget is I've been talking about fuel management in 2020 versus 2024, where fuel management is in 2020 you can go and bring up a menu that shows all your tanks and it has sliders and you can change the amount of fuel while you're flying around. And I was complaining that 2024 does not have a similar capability. So I might start with a large amount of fuel and have to land too heavy and maybe damage my landing gear, which is a real possibility. But I found out that 2024 in fact has a way to manage your fuel. So we'll show that because I feel bad about claiming that 2024. I think they may have added it, but it is from the EFB. It's just in a different place. All right. So I just wanted to go on a quick flight. This might be fun to do kind of like on an island somewhere. Like maybe a Caribbean island that's really pretty. Which one is there's that one, there's that one, there's Virgin Gorda. Okay, we'll take off from here and fly around here. Spanish Town, Virgin Gorda. In the Archer Midnight, this is an electric plane that it's not perfect, but I didn't give it a chance last time. This time I think it's gonna work. Wait, take it back. Okay. We'll start on the runway because we're going to do a couple of different flights. But then, it's just going to be sightseeing. We're going to be trying out the 2024 kind of graphics engine, see how it performs on these sightseeing flights. There's not a major city in this area, so I don't expect it to be too bad. But I was flying around some major cities in 2024. It looked okay. I mean, it definitely gets some choppy, but I'm planning on getting a new computer in February that should help with the chop. So yeah, a bunch of people. She's getting a lot more chatting, I think, activity in her afternoon or her evening for her stream, an early afternoon stream for us. I guess it's like 10 p.m. there in South Africa. All right. I don't know if you remember it, but we just had no luck flying this plane around. All right, ooh, that's a dirt strip. Or is it a dirt strip? Yeah, it kind of is. Look at this little airport here. It's got some concrete there. And then a dirt strip. This is fun. It's Virgin Gorda. And of course, it looks like the plane isn't doing anything, but it is getting set for vertical takeoff. Let's check and see what we got set up here. So this is the issue here. Before, I need to be able to make sure to access this. And let's see, let's turn this off. Okay. Powered lift. So I can choose between a regular kind of takeoff or a vertical takeoff. So if I turn this on, note that these change angle. The ones in the back can't change angle, but the front ones do change angle, and the back ones turn on and off, which is kind of during certain flight modes. It's pretty cool. So let's just do a regular one for now. And basically what happens is you hold down the forward button, and that provides forward power. We got regular wings, but we also have those propellers in the back, which are sort of helping us out, reducing effectively the weight of the plane. Are we going to get off here? Let's find out. There you go. But you kind of have to hold down. Normally, you kind of have a throttle. This one more just has a button that you push to go forward and a button that you push to slow down, and everything else is interpreted by the AI. The gear does not go up or down. How many hours? I think she's 10 hours ahead, 9 or 10 hours ahead. It's either 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. I think 10 p.m. there. I mean, I could ask. Okay, so now we're not going that fast. So the way to go faster is there's the control on this left stick here. And by the way, that engine stick thing, and there we can make it go faster by kind of giving it more power there. Once we get going fast enough, the airframe determines that it's more efficient to turn off the rear rotors and just let the wings do their thing. Well, she is perfectly aware of her audience, that a lot of people are in America, and when the people in America are up, you know, and active. So, yeah. All right, so this is a little dirt strip that we took off from what's back there. And this is Virgin Gorda. Virgin Islands has like 20 islands. I think 8 of them are accommodated. But as we go slower or faster, these rear rotors will turn on and off. And also kind of the angle there, they're not, well, I guess it was a horizontal. So we weren't able to get this plane to fly at all. And now I kind of have it working. We should be able to go a little faster, I think, with this button here. Right? Okay, I think that's the maximum speed. All right, so now we're really moving. Okay, we're going 117. And then the interesting thing is, how do you slow down, and what's the transition like? And if you had to control all these things going on, there's 6 forward engines and 6 back engines, the vertical only, and then those have different, it would be impossible. So it is all done by a computer that interprets what you want to do, not by you. This is, what's the city on Virgin Gorda? I forgot already. And so what we're going to do, okay, so this would be the go forward button. And by the way, that engine malfunction button, now if I hit the slow button, what happens is, oh, I also want to turn this switch on here. And I hit the slow button now. What the plane does, it doesn't just fall out of the sky. The rear things start up, and then as I go slower, oh yeah, I got to change this again, so I've got to go slow it down from here. These start to angle, and eventually I can fly like a helicopter. I have the vertical system actuated, which means we should be able to fly kind of like a helicopter here. The only issue is going forward. For some reason it wants to go backwards. I have to go this way to go backwards. I'm going to figure out how to control it. In this mode here. Alright, as soon as we get close to the ground, let's see if I can figure out how to control it. We definitely do yaw. Maybe not. Okay. Oh yes, yaw is that direction. Doesn't want to go lower. Well, these are definitely supposed to be an electric taxi, but this one seems to have a pilot. Do I have to do this here? I don't really understand. Oh, now, does that make us go down? It's kind of, the controls are not that intuitive. I don't want to land on the water. Alright, we're going to do this. We'll flip out of this. This should get us to go forward. It's very smooth. But now we have a bunch of electric planes now, because we have the one that we had from 2020, and there's 2 in 2024. The one in 2020, the big one, the Aviation Alice, does not seem to work in 2024. Okay. So I guess we have to go where we want to hover and then go into hover mode with that switch, which we're going to try. It certainly doesn't fly like other planes. It flies like a futuristic something or other. theoretically, I should be able to land here. Theoretically. Alright. Pushing the decel button. The A button. I'm trying to figure which button wants to make me go down. Now it's acting weird on me again. I gotta. That's why I'm practicing this. I'm trying to figure out what the controls are, but they're definitely weird. There's not like go up, go down. Unless I'm misinterpreting some of these controls here. Got that powered lift off. And it's just on. I think it needs some it just wants to maintain altitude, which kind of leads me to believe there's something I need to override in here or something. Error accessing live air traffic data. Retry. All right. Well, why it has all these little propellers is because you need them for electric flight, because the motors aren't very big, so you need and they're not very, not very strong compared to gasoline motors. So, so I can turn, but going up and down is the hard, tricky part. We got up. I just thought that going down would be kind of the reverse of going up. If I go here, hold that down like that. Shouldn't that mean down? I have to hold both of these buttons. Now it's kind of going down. Let's see what happens here. You do not drop its weight. No, because there's no fuel. So, right, you also need to be able to land kind of heavy. We're going to land over there. I forgot what I was doing to get down. That. No. Not that. I'll have to figure this out offline or something, because I'm not figuring the go down button. And I haven't read the instruction manual. So I got it hovering. This looks really kind of cool though. I like all these palm trees. All right, so I wanted to demonstrate, but that's gonna end this flight because I gotta figure out some other things. We'll go somewhere else. We'll fly somewhere else. Yeah, the other thing is the engine malfunction. It does that every time. I don't think there is an engine malfunction. So yeah, I don't want to play with this one too much until they fix additional issues. Oh, I wanted to check something here. I want to go back to the main menu here. Release notes. Are these new release modes? Various crashers, performance issues on various airports. Lights on various aircraft. Because they just produced a release that I got just before. It didn't fix that issue. All right. I want to show you how the fuel dump works because I was complaining about there being no fuel dump feature, and I think I just didn't find it. But while we're at it, let's fly around New Zealand. It's summertime there. What part of New Zealand, though? There's all sorts of nice parts. I guess this is kind of the more exotic area, like the Queenstown area, which we've flown around before, but it has lots of great stuff to see. In a gasoline plane, and I'm going to show you how the new fuel dump system works. It's fine, but I was absolutely happy to find it because, as I say, if you land heavy, you can damage your landing gear, and I don't like to land too heavy. All right, which we fly around though. I was going to show you at least one plane I have that works that's from 2020, like this one's from 2023. Oh, you know what? This one is working, and it's a really fun flyer, and we're going to cold start it. So I think it's working. Let's find out. This is that cool German experimental flying wing. We've got all these great liveries, too. Um, we'll do. We'll do Splinter Camo 2. They're all cool, by the way. Um, all right. So we're going to do this. I'm going to show you that, in fact, with some of these planes, you can absolutely cold start them. Wait, why can't we get a Queenstown Airport does not have... Where's the real airport then? Oh, it's here. No, that's not it. Hold on a second. Is Queenstown Airport not fully modeled? Because it should have more... Oh, yeah, there you go. Ramp. Queenstown. That was a different one. All right. It's a cool looking plane, but it is also fun to... As I like to cold start planes, and I believe I can successfully cold start this one. I mean, well, every now I look over this direction, I'm watching Mistress Mord. Actually, I'm a mod for her, so technically I should be looking at for mod activities. But she's got plenty of mods there. All right, cool looking airport already. I could tell. Kind of picked it at random. Oh no, this is Queenstown. It's a cool airport. I didn't pick it at random. It's early morning there. It's summer down there in the south part of the world. This is our walk around. You can see the chalks. We don't have to remove those, fortunately. This is our wacky looking German flying plane. I would just like to talk about the special thing that makes it cool is the tricycle landing gear. And because of the way it's designed, as the plane takes off, the rear part of it takes off first and then the front part, and vice versa when you're landing. There's your pitot tube there. That's for measuring your airspeed. All right, let's just get back in the plane here. You have to know the Shift C trick in 2020 or you'll never get back in your airplane. But let's see here. Let's get started up. So we're going to check that our throttles are okay. There's zero. There. We're going to turn on our fuel valves and our alternators and pumps. Over here, yeah, let's turn on our electronic systems, get those going. There's a master battery button, which is right here. This red button there. And then we're going to go ahead and turn on the ignition for both engines. That's a problem. Why is that flashing? I wonder if you need engine power on. Or external power. That's kind of weird. That's an interesting one. I don't think that's right. Well, let's see if we can start the engine. The engines are started from out here. You pull this little ring here. That one started up. That one's going to start up. They do appear to be starting up. Concerned about my Garmin flashing like that. That is not right. Oh, did I not? Landing lights, navigation lights. I'm going to turn it off for now. Glare shear. I've never even seen these before. Yeah, it has eyes kind of on the back. Or, I'm not sure what you mean. Also, why isn't there a pilot visible? That's fine. Alright, did I miss a button here? I just want to make sure. Let's see. I don't know if we'll need that summer. These all seem to be fine. Open the canopy, right? Yeah, there's no dude in there. We're closing the canopy. I'm not sure now. We don't need the Garmin. Okay. Landing gear down. Those are all good. Flaps lever. Do we get, does it even let us? Oh, it does. All right, let's see if we can get clearance. I'm going to fly around Queenstown a bit. Clearance. All right, so I guess we do ground. Depart. I don't know, straight out.
Queenstown ground, KNSH 9er, 9er ready to taxi. Straight out departure with Echo.
Let's see if we have go juice here. Well, again, this is an unusual plane. It was not really a practical design. They made a bunch of flying wings. I mean, but a jet would have been really futuristic. But the one main thing about it, besides that huge wheel, is because of the huge landing gear, there's really no place to put a bomb or even the minimum of weapons. And it's not maneuverable compared to the fighter planes of the day because of the design. It's just really cool. You know what I mean? It's just not a very practical design for the purposes of the military. It was mainly designed to project technical superiority. But it wasn't really a practical way of winning a war. Or I love the way you can see this thing, these giant wheels. It's crazy. All right, which way do you want to go? But I hope this plane will get us off the ground. Some planes will start up, and then as soon as you give them full power, the engines start cutting out. I mean, that was true of at least one. So we're going to have to see. Hopefully it will get us out of here. Oh, we got this long, windy path. Thank you, Queenstown. Can't we just take off from here? Like there. I guess that's not long enough. That's all right. Taxing is all part of it. Okay, but I am going to show... See, we've got a 50% fuel load. We're going to take a short flight, and then it will be too heavy to land. But I will... Thank goodness in 2024, I figured out finally... Either they added it after I tried, or I did figure it out. I figured out how to remove fuel from the plane while you're in there. What is this over here, by the way? Is there... Is there anything? Queenstown Events Center. So basically, I think this... basically, the city's over there. Or this airport is right in the city here. But, yeah, you still can't purchase planes specifically for 2024. There's no marketplace open. And not all the stuff I purchased for 2020 is available even for trying. And not all the stuff that is even works. All right, let's get... So we got a ways to go. Let's speed her up a bit. Let's get some going here. Some juice. I think the plane's going to be okay. You know, I don't know why that Garmin was flashing and failing to boot. I'm going to try it again. You basically just click here. Yeah, see, it's flashing. It's not booting. It's like there's an electrical malfunction. It should not be doing that, and it should be booting. Interesting. I've never seen that before, but it is 2024. When we're going at speed, trying to make a hard turn is a bad idea. In any plane, but especially this one. Well, quite a few planes. Actually, it's got a fairly wide footprint there compared to a lot of planes. But those wings are huge too, and they got a lot of weight in them. But we're almost ready to take off and fly around. It's probably warmer than it looks because it's summer, but it's probably kind of humid. Yeah, I keep telling, the number one thing I tell Mistress Mord is if you want to make money, it's in the middle of summer. Now's the time you should be doing bikini streams in the hot tub. But she's like, no, nobody will watch me. I don't really understand that logic. That's literally the way to make money. If you got it and you can do it, why wouldn't you be doing it? All right, flaps to here. Take off trim a little bit here, like to there maybe. Tune the tower. Quest clearance. So I mean, again, she could make money kind of the traditional Eagle way. Also, I talked to her. You know, I said on screen, I said, you know, this is how we've met Nicole together. We met Bella together. We hung out with them. Bella and Nicole really like her. What is that doing there? She should make money the way they do. They make a lot more money than she does. Okay, here we go. And we're gonna see now finally where this plane will fly in 2020. Why is this thing so small? Can I make it bigger? That's fine. Alright, we're configured for takeoff. You see those yellow knobs there all the way to the front. That's full throttle. Wait, no it's not. Hold on. Hello. Oh, something bad just happened. Am I still operating? Yeah, something bad happened. Okay, I can go forward. Wait, I gotta get full throttle. Okay, now it is. Okay, finally. So you can see it comes off the back, but it's on the front wheel still. That's what I mean by the tricycle gear. I have to take off here. The front one comes off, and the same thing. Oh, I like those purple flames in the back. Same thing happens on landing. You touch down on the front wheel, and then you turn the back ones down. Yeah, and when you turn down from full power, that purple afterglow shuts down. It's pretty cool. All right, we don't need this anymore. This plane is flying just like it should in 2020. Has the same issue where every time you come here, this is in a bad position. So that hot spot, there's nothing you can do about it. Every time you move the mouse, it'll come right back. Boom! I didn't touch anything. Yeah, she's got it too. I mean, she's like compares herself. She's like, well, I'm not Bella. I'm not Nicole. I'm like, yeah, you're just as hot as them. You've got everything you need to basically have the easiest way of making money ever mankind has ever invented. You know, she doesn't have to meet up with any humans in person. You know, I don't have to stress this. Everything can be done behind a closed bedroom door. I don't. If you could do it, why wouldn't you? You know, I can't do it, but if I could, I would. But she can, and she's got these like blocks. And you know, the one thing I can tell you for sure is she's not worried about her parents finding out what she does for a living and being ashamed. That's for sure. Which I would think would be a serious problem for a lot of e-girls. Like Bella kind of has had that issue with like having to come clean with her parents about what she does, and they're not, you know, they don't have a huge problem with it, but they're not super happy about it. But Mort doesn't have that issue. Neither of her parents are in her life. This is some pretty terrain out here in New Zealand. And you can see it, for some reason, it looks like autumn, but it's spring and summer there. She's very attractive, and she's tall. She's got great legs. She's natural upstairs, you know what I'm saying? She's all natural, and she's got that accent that guys like, you know? She's got the accent. Bella has a nice accent. You know, Nicole doesn't have an accent. She sounds like she's from the West Coast. I think that kind of hurts her appeal a little bit. And, you know, she compares herself to Nicole. Nicole is obviously not super skinny. She's not skinny. She's not fat, but, you know, she doesn't have the ideal model body or figure. And Nicole makes an easy 3 times as much Nicole makes like 15 times as much as Mort does on OnlyFans, because Mort does not really want to do her OnlyFans. And again, that is her #1 growth opportunity. I kind of want to talk to her like, you know, she's in a business. She's her own boss, but there's still a business to run. Did I hear your last transmission? Probably not. What did you say? What'd you have to say for yourself? Oh, frequency change. Yeah, you've been asking 9 times here.
KNSH 9er frequency change.
All right. Well, as I promised, how do you drop fuel if you want to land? Because say we're at 40%, 48%, and we want it to land. Let's just pretend. All right, so I figured it out. First of all, you bring up your EFB. Now, I thought it would be here, right, where the fuel thing is, and the fuel options are, and it shows the trip fuel. But this is only for before you're actually flying. But, so I was like, oh, you can't do it. And there's no way to change those values. If you go into aircraft flight performance, I don't know if I did this before, mass and balance, hit the fuel button. Notice it says 48%. Well, I want to land at 21%, like say 20, let's say 23%. Then you say load in aircraft, loading your aircraft system. Now it has dynamically changed my fuel load. You can see here in the lower left where it says fuel, I have 23%. So now I'm light enough to land. And that is a very important issue. Most planes will not land very well heavy. Obviously, battery-powered planes don't get lighter, but most planes are designed to land at a lighter weight than they are for takeoff. And why you're like, why would we do that? Well, because they're going to land, they're going to naturally be lighter because the fuel is very heavy on a plane. What are we at here? Nice speed. I just want to try a little landing here for fun. It is I think it's probably like a warm, rainy day. It's not just humid around here. Queensland, New Zealand. But this whole area is gorgeous. We're going to do another flight, too, by the way. We're going to do a third flight. I'm basically just doing short flights. Especially in 2024. Because other than that, otherwise, it's just a bug hunt. What are those green lights for? Flashing green lights, does it say? Does it say? I don't know. Oh, I think that's a fuel warning, because we are running a little low on fuel. Cool. That's what those green lights are. And I think they turn yellow or red when we're lower. We'll find out. Alright, so we're going to start putting some flaps down here. Those little trailing flaps. So we can slow down, but most importantly, to slow us down, we're going to have to put that gear down. But as soon as I put the gear down, our points of interest appear again. Yeah, well, I have to wake up real early in the morning, which I do, to see her normal stream. Is that she starts at like 3 p.m. her time, but it's 4 a.m. my time, or 2 p.m. whatever. And I basically been begging her to stream later. So she is. But yeah, these are night streams for her. But she used to stay up till 2 a.m. her time, you know, and be able to stream really late. Oop, too slow. Give me some more juice. So I'm just going to do it from inside, but you'll be able to kind of tell the front wheel lands before the rear wheels, and then the plane kind of sits back on its haunches there. It does have speed brakes, but we really probably won't need them. Frankton Beach. So these people live right under the flight path. So we kind of want to land our little front wheel here. I'm trying to feel the front wheels bounce a little bit there. Oops. Okay. We're veering off here. That's fine. This plane does tend to veer off the runway, I found, in the slightest bit of crosswind. Where's the airport? It's over there. I want to check out the airport a little bit more. It was really cool looking. She does not have a regular job. I mean, as I mentioned before, her dream is to purchase this house, which is why she's dying for it. This house has like 6 or 7 units that could be rented out for you know, Airbnb, which is a big thing down there, or Booking.com or whatever. And Cape Town has a lot of local tourism, and other tourism from people who live in South Africa who want to visit Cape Town. They don't live in Cape Town, as well as from all over the world. And a lot of them, you know, it's going to be a lot more practical for them to just rent a little house or something like that. So she wants to be, also understand this message here. Live air traffic data retrying, cares. I've seen that a lot in 2024, never in 2020. But no, she doesn't have a full-time job. But again, her goal is to work as not very hard, you know. So compared to the other girls, I think, you know, she's, well, I mean, she travels, she's done, you know, if she lived in America, she could do collabs. But I think that's the other thing, you know. So her long-term plan is to be a, you know, Airbnb landlord. I just want to check out this airport a little bit. It's got like a tower. It's got like a crane over there. There's construction going on. But like many other creators, I mean, she does have other ways of making money, but currently she can't make any money from Twitch. Yeah, and you know, the prediction is that we're in the dirt here. Let me get some juice. The prediction is that Cape Town economically, especially the tourism business, will do very well. So it's not a bad idea to invest in a place and own the house. Even if you have a mortgage and you got to pay it, you know, you'll have income coming in from the house that will pay the mortgage. But she needs enough for the down payment, right? So that's what's stressing her out. But, you know, and then I said to her earlier, maybe she's not going to be happy with me saying this, but it's just the two of us, basically. I said to her earlier where she's living now, which is at Adri's house that was given to her by somebody who gave her $200,000 for a house, by the way. She's at Adri's house. She could stay there. I said, you could stay at Adri's house as long as you want. Adri's not going to kick you out. I didn't say that. I said you can stay as long as you want. And she kind of rolled her eyes and said, maybe not. But I think she's just kind of freaking out. I don't think that's the. She's ultimately going to get kicked out of where she's currently living, which you can see there. She's living. That's her room. She's living in a house that was purchased by a oil daddy, but not for her, for Adrian Aziza. So technically it's not hers, but you know, it was a free house. Yeah, I think these lights are fuel based, and my theory is I'm gonna test my theory quite easily. We'll bring up EFB. We're gonna go back to flight performances, mass and gravity, fuel, and if I give myself more fuel, like I could do this on the ground. I'm gonna see if those little flashing green lights go out. Yeah, they do. And if I go down to a really low level, what do they start doing? Okay, they come on solid. So green lights on solid is very low fuel. Flashing green lights is you're getting low on fuel. This is really interesting stuff because I've flown this plane a bunch, but until now I have not. And then let's see, if you're over like 29%, yeah, if you're over I think 25%, I think like 24% is where those start flashing. Okay, 24% is still, they don't flash. 23%. I'm just trying to figure out when these start coming out. Hey, it's not like it's a manual. 21% for sure. Okay, 21% they start flashing. Really good to know, because a lot of planes don't seem to have a fuel warning system, and it's a really critical part of any plane. Okay, we got the thing open. Again, it's a little weird, because I would think it should show a pilot. It always, in every screenshot I've ever had of this one, it has shown a pilot. If I do that thing to exit the plane, and you kind of see this plane has a wooden frame. That's real, apparently. It had a metal skin over a wooden frame, which also made it quite heavy. And then these experimental jet engines, which only gave you about 300 hours of service before they had to be refurbished. It's a really cool plane, though. And we got the cargo whiz, whizair.com. Isn't whiz mean urinate? So are these people going to urinate on your cargo? I don't know. But you can't go up or down because you're just walking around. That's the problem with this little view here. And we got, see how the landing lights are integrated into the landing gear? I love that too. Little features like that. Really nicely done. I love this plane. Alright. Okay. Shift C. Oops. That didn't do it. Shift C. That's Control C for crouch. Alright. Well, we're going to go on another short flight, so I'm not even going to... you know what? I should take a quick... even without the pilot, I should take a quick screenshot. Some of these dudes in the background checking us out. I spend almost as much time taking these screenshots as I do flying around. All right. Promised third mission, some other plane. I don't know if we're ever going to get rid of this error accessing live traffic. Again, there was a release just today of the program, and so maybe that's an issue. If I go under settings, general, flight interface, where does it show data? Flight model, no. Crash realism. It's not oh yeah, online. Real-time online, air traffic and career, live weather, multiplayer, automatic WestJS. Okay, that's all correct. We haven't figured out what any of this stuff is for. Rolling cache settings. This is fine. All right, some more free flight. And then why don't you see the clouds in this mode? Somewhere else entirely. Back to Europe, but we'll change it to a day flight. We'll go to like Glasgow. Make it. It's probably pretty awful there weather-wise. We can fix it. All right. Set as departure. Well, I'm gonna pick a plane. Well, they're gonna have to go through another year of updates to 2024 before they fix everything in 2024 that is working in 2020. Okay, here's a plane that we've never tried before. The Powerchute Sky Rascal. It's a soft, I don't know, let's find out. It's got a soft wing and then an engine on the back, but it's super ultralight, which is good. We're just gonna fly around at low level. Let's see. Do you have any liveries for it? I mean, green, black. Oh, copper. This is the first time I've ever seen any of this. Red, white, yellow, purple. Well, purple is our obvious choice. It's the Sky Rascal. We're going to save it here. We're going to take off from Glasgow and fly around Glasgow a little bit, which is going to take a while, but not at night because, you know, that's a little too much. Oh, absolutely. And it's a very complicated thing. But the thing is, you know, there's big chunks of functionality that aren't working, like that store. The EFB, I guess, is okay. Like, I'm finding more things that you can do in the EFB that you used to be able to do from the kind of the vertical, the top menus. And the checklists kind of work, but not always. There's so much stuff, weird stuff happening. It looks like a cold, rainy day. Okay, there's our parachute behind us. Let's see how this works. It's not a parachute, it's a parafoil. So, okay, there it goes. Okay, went up. So, it acts as a wing and a parachute. I'm giving it our engine full now, which wasn't there before. So let's see if we go forward. Okay, so there we go. All right. And we want to head, what direction? Oh, this is going to take forever. East, so this the other direction. Yeah, we may have to do a little slewing. But at least it turns quite sharply. I mean, it turns... It seems to perform. And it seems nice and quiet. What's this thing back here? We can turn around here. Okay, fine. All right, so we got this here, RPM. CHT is the temperature, the cylinder head temperature. EGT is exhaust gas temperature. For some reason, those are pretty important. Make sure your engine's running healthy. And I suspect, like, this plane, or the issue is how does it stall? I don't know. But it reminds me of the other ones. Now, the only issue that we've got here, we seem to be moving at a decent clip here, though. I mean, or we should be even going this fast. Do you have any rudder control? See, there's no rudder on the back, so rudder doesn't do anything. That's fine. I'm just going to head for some of these helicopter pads. Hopefully those will be near, you know, the city center. All right, but I'm already tired of this very typical winter Scottish weather. There's some, it's just too depressing. But we can't, again, the least we can change, we're not required to stick to live weather. There's no requirement. I mean, it's available. But let's try a few clouds. So you see it's quite a different vibe. We can kind of see where we are. The early afternoon sun, although it's quite low because it's winter and we're quite a ways north. Provide a lot of shadows and relief for the buildings here. Well, what's this over here? There's already some interesting looking buildings, and we will not... That's a very interesting way of putting it. A fun way to avoid big city traffic, because you think you could pretty much take off and land anywhere. I mean, you probably could. I'm thinking this is a theater or a mall. It's a very interesting looking building. It's at least around here. It says X Site, and this is in Glasgow. I wonder whether it's a mall or some kind of entertainment thing. But the purple does definitely get me. I enjoy the choice of colors. A couple things I want to check out. What is this little rolled up piece of paper? It says sail. Oh, on ground only. On ground. Oh, okay. If you're on the ground, you can use it to bring your sail in, I think. Like wrap your sail up. And that's this. Let's see what else we got here. Nothing else really. Battery master start. Magneto on. There's 2 double magnetos for the engine. What's this over here? Primer. Throttle. Got it. Okay. And that's it. But we're going to check out some more buildings, hopefully in Glasgow. But yeah, this is the slow way. Now, the good thing about traveling at a slow speed is it doesn't stress the graphics engine as much as trying to get at move it too quickly through spaces, right? Because it has to load a lot less information over time. So we're getting a very smooth. I would say we're getting a very smooth ride here. But we're gonna go up the river. Hopefully, I'm not gonna hit that. Right? I'm not that close to it anyway. There's your scrap yard. It's like there's some recycling going on here. You can really see what you're looking at in detail, though. That's for sure. So what is? Oh, okay. There's a hospital there. What's that say? It's Queen Elizabeth University helipad. Well, let's check out Queen Elizabeth University. There's another helipad there. That's Glasgow City Hospital. But I wouldn't mind checking out Queen Elizabeth University. That is a water treatment plant. And I think the quality of that kind of flat water and the reflections is definitely better in 2024. I mean, it's about the same, but I would say 2024 is a little better looking for this kind of stuff. Which is why we'll be doing it a lot. So the Queen, what is it? Queen Elizabeth University Hospital. Okay. But I think the Queen Elizabeth University is a medical university, but I'm not sure. It looks like all these buildings kind of match here. Like that one. They kind of have that siding there. And this is a massive building. But I imagine in a helicopter you could land there, or that's the whole point of it. See, at least this one shows my dude, who I specifically put the blue jeans, the green jacket, and the red cap on. I mean, there's a character generator. Very nice, though. It's a cool building. And there is the Southern General Hospital landing zone. It's nicely, done. I mean, it's nicely. I like it. I mean, it's nicely detailed. That's the thing you'll hear me say a lot. I think there's other hospitals around here. It might be a hospital district. But I want to see if we can find like a cathedral area, like the old town. I think it's up ahead here. We'll fly around for another 5 or 6 minutes. Oh, it's got a little flashing light on the top there. I just noticed that. It's kind of cool. It's got your warning light. You can't really see me controlling the stick, which would be a nice little realism animation there. If my hands were on the stick and it was moving around. And why am I looking in various places for no particular reason? That's not me either. I mean, you know what I mean? You know what I look like. Lots of cool detailing. GRVKZ. Alright, where was the river? River's this way. What's that building say? Apparently I am, but I mean, what's the logic? Because I am. I'm looking. Does it like look right, look left for 7 seconds, look straight ahead for 7 seconds, look right for 7 seconds, or is he actually looking at something? BAE Systems. BAE Systems is a company in Europe, a very big company. They make a variety of, I think, primarily military equipment, but I think. No, they're just a huge company that makes all sorts of stuff. BAE Systems. I think originally BAE Systems, it was British Aerospace Engineering or something like that. But they're all over. But that's a manufacturing. I'm not sure what they would make there. It could be one of many things. We have a beautiful tall ship here, a sailing ship, in a building with a really cool roof. And that is that's a whaling. It looks like a whaler, an old whaler. I don't know why I think I know that, but I think I do for some strange reason. Whalers were generally the ships that were kept in best use up to more recent times as far as sailing ships. Obviously not in the 20th century. I don't know why I think that. Okay, and then we got a tower over here, which looks like it's for people to do stuff in. I think this is kind of the cool part of Glasgow, or a cool part of Glasgow. So we're gonna check it out. There's a stadium down there. I don't know if we'll be able to make it there, but I'm just enjoying all the detailing, like finding out who owns all these buildings, because they got the logos on them. At this level, we can easily read them, and we barely have to do that stopping thing. Some kind of sculpture over there, I think. And then you got this building, which reminds us, of course, of the Sydney Opera House, in a sense. Or more like an armadillo, even. Pretty cool. And it's obviously a sporting complex. It says, people make Glasgow. I bet that's Glasgow's little slogan. People make Glasgow. It's pretty true. If there were no people in Glasgow, it'd be pretty dull place to be. Very lovely. One of these great suspension bridges that goes from one side to the other. You know what I mean? It's cool. Hello. All right. The problem with running around this outside view is definitely running into the sail as a visibility thing. But other than that, I mean, you don't have windows, nothing to get dirty. No, it's fine. You know, as I say, my flight simulator streams, I just basically try to do the same thing every time. I believe there's a junk. There's where poor people live. Okay, let's go past there. This is all Paris. What does it say? Paris, Axiom. I think these are like hotels or clubs. But it's just amazing they've gone to the trouble of mapping these buildings. Okay, some of them are mapped better than others. Like that one's not mapped well to its shape. But things like the signage on the building comes through for many buildings. It's quite detailed that way. All these bridges. Oh, look, so you got a rail bridge in the middle and two. So that's the big rail. That's a huge rail station right here. That's got to be the Glasgow Central Rail Station, and it's enormous. But yeah, they're always like right downtown. But the detailing on these bridges is amazing. I feel like I've flown around Glasgow again, because I do it. I've done it a few times. But definitely this river tour is the way to go. What's our fuel? 32%. This would probably be one of the most practical forms of ultralight flight because the wing effectively folds down. It doesn't take any room. So for transportation, you really only need to worry about the frame. And there's very few, even helicopters, where you can take the rotor off for transportation. Then you got to put it back on. It's a pain in the ass. Theoretically, you can just pack the sail in. You don't even have to undo it. You just pack the sail in and then roll it up on your flatbed. Look at this obelisk here. There's an obelisk, and then I would call this here a conservatory, right? That's where they have plants, right? And that'd be like a glass conservatory there. I'm loving this terrain. Another kind of statue there of some kind. Yeah, this is obviously kind of a place where people go. All these kind of park circular features in there. Beautiful. And where is the river? Okay, there's part river down that way. Okay, I think it went to our right. Let's go right. But that's the great thing about flying. You go wherever you want to go. You see whatever you want to see. Nobody tells you anything. What's up ahead here? What does it say? It says, what does it say? Park Stadium. Oh yeah, we wanted to check out the stadium. We're going to check out the stadium, and that's going to be it. Except I will be transferring over to a music stream. I really want to play my piano, holiday music. I'm still practicing. You know, it's rough. It's still quite rough. But flying at these low levels, all these details, like this little stadium and the way this there's, I guess that's covered seating for a little, like a high school or college soccer stadium right there. Beautifully done, though. I mean, just beautifully detailed. Oh, I'm just going to run into these. Let's not do that. But yeah, the great thing about the ultralights is slow. You're going slow and you're low. You're going to see everything there is to see. But yeah, at least it looks good. So yeah, it'll take me about 3 or 4 minutes to switch over to the musical activities. And then, my whole musical holiday book there takes almost an hour to go through. So it's going to happen. These people are living in Scotland, near Glasgow, in Glasgow, really. Cross over to this side. See if these people are living near the stadium. How they're hanging out. But yeah, these super low level flights, you get a kind of intimacy with the terrain that you can't get any other way. And one thing, oh yeah, I do have trim. I was thinking I don't have trim, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But you do have trim. Oh, I should be trimmed like about to here. Oh, that's gonna be a lot easier on my finger. So what is this control here? Thing here. It's like bumped up every now and then. I don't know what that is. Okay, so for control, you're not actually, the stick doesn't move. It's those purple bars that move. Interesting. Okay. All right. So this is Hampden Park Stadium. I wonder if it would be possible to land. As usual, if you try to land inside a stadium, by the way, the ground level is not. It won't be the ground, and the reason why is because there's a texture map that shows what the stadium looks like, the hash marks and stuff, and that's not always mapped to the exact bottom part of the stadium, which is lower than ground level. It's just a complicated little detail they don't bother doing. So if you try to land in a stadium, which we've done in a helicopter or balloon, you probably will go through the ground in almost any stadium. It's a nice big one, and it follows the European tradition of the seats. The seats are covered for weather, but the field is not. And that's a soccer tradition. Soccer is supposed to be played in weather, but people want to be able to sit and not get wet because it's going to rain on you. I just wonder if we can kind of land in the parking lot. I mean, do you land like a regular plane? I mean, what's the dealio? I don't know if we'll have enough room here. I got my engine to 0. I should try turning a little bit. Oh, plus it's got all these like light things. You probably should find a runway or a street. It'll be fine. Yeah, so as you start transitioning to a very slow speed, it starts acting more like a parachute and less like a wing. We should be able to effectively stop entirely, kind of, and just slowly drift down here. I've never landed it before, so I'm not really sure how long this takes, but that's full back and no engine. So it takes a while for it to kind of come to a slow stop here. There we are. We're soft on the ground. Engine is a stop. I want to see what the parafoil does. If we come to a complete stop, okay, do I have brakes? Oh, I do have brakes. Oh, that is actually kind of cool. The envelope folds down. Now, what I want to see is what this control does. Yes, okay, so that packs your chute effectively. So now, here is the interesting part. If you want to drive around like a car, I'm pretty sure you could do it. Like a car with a little motor on the back of it. And it's pretty cool effect. Hey, I'm vibing off of this, okay, guys? And we're not going to go off the ground because our sail is packed. But I want to see if we can get back to this road here. Oh, see, the sail automatically turned on. But I don't want it. Slow down. So I guess if you go above a certain speed... No, I wanted to turn the sail off. Hold on. I want to be on this road here. So that's a problem. I mean, sail, okay. On ground, I'm on the ground. Parking, oh, that's the brake. Sail is off. No. Well, it's showing no sail. But I think if I go above a certain speed, it will show the sail. And it'll start flying me. I just want to drive around like a car, yeah. Oh well. Okay, that's fine. I'm enjoying that. I want to see again if I put this sail on the other things. Right now it's on. If I turn it to off, right, it comes on. It'll come on again. Okay, that's fine. I'm just learning. Yeah, there it goes. Then you can fly around. Super simple. And yeah, you can land and take off basically on any straight road, even if it's quite small. Well, this is the first time I've taken this particular unit out, and I kind of enjoy it. It's kind of a vibe. Okay, there's no parking brake. It's just a hand brake. It's very simple. Okay. We're going to take a little screenshot from here. Oh, why did it disappear? There we go. I want to see it. A little screenshot from there. I don't mind that I'm going backwards. I just want to get the right screenshot. Oh, too fast. Yeah. All right. Okay, that will be the first half of today's stream. The second half will be the musical parts. Stick around if you want to hear some mellow, jazzy Christmas music. By the way, cheers, little Diet Coke. I've been slow on the Diet Coke uptake. Oh, but man, is that some good Diet Coke. Switching over to the music category, etc. That was kind of fun, though. I mean, just going on these short flights, and I will take this up again for sightseeing tours over cities anytime. I mean, it takes a while, but you get there eventually, and you're at this great low level. It's really fun, and of course, the sightseeing can't be better. There's no windows. All right, so let me get out of here. Main menu. I don't know what they fixed. I wish they would be more clear about what they fixed. Quit to desktop. Okay, let me do my mid-roll. And I'll see you shortly. Is that the first time you noticed the the dude the Benjamin Franklin ornithopter quote? Because I've had that for like a year now. You know, all right. Get that right there, so you can kind of see what I'm doing on the keys. Oh, see if the sound comes out. Yeah, Benjamin Franklin was very ahead of his time with his love of science fiction. No, it's not Christmas music. I'm gonna get started here. Here's what I'm playing: the Ultimate Christmas Fake Book, over 270 songs, over 245 of which I've never heard before. You know, I know 27. So we're gonna go today. We're gonna start from the back and go forward to the front, just because, you know what I mean. Just because. And you know, I was listening to one of my, my last playback, which is from Monday, and I'm like, oof. You know, as a live performance, it's good, but if you bought the recording, you'd be like, why are there all these mistakes in here? That's fine, you know. Okay, let me start again. Oh, also, I will be muting my audio, because why I won't be singing, and why it just provides a lot of extra noise. So yeah, but feel free to talk to chat in on my YouTube or Twitch streams, and I'll try to maybe take a break between songs and respond to people. But enjoy the holiday music. our last one of the night. Thank you for dropping by the show today. I had a good time. Let's see my face cam here. As always, I had a good time. You know, I really enjoyed the show today. I always say that because it's true. I enjoyed the flying around in Microsoft Flight Simulator that we did. We got Flight Simulator 2024. Got some interesting flights in today. Some planes we haven't really tried before. A brand new, like that parafoil plane, the ultralight plane. It was really cool. Have a great Christmas too. I don't know if, yeah, I actually plan on streaming through the next 3 days, and also on Wednesday the 25th. So I mean, I'll be doing a lot of streaming, so I'll be around. I don't know if I'll get a chance to see you. It will be very standard stuff. I don't think I'll be, changing the format around or the times or anything like that. It'll just be more flying around, and then like to alternate with the guitar. So tomorrow will probably be guitar day. Well, definitely be guitar day. Then let's see. So tomorrow is Saturday. Can you believe it? Sunday will be another holiday music day. Monday, guitar day, and then Wednesday will be our Christmas streaming of. It's going to be the same as normal. I normally think, well, I'll just do a really long music stream, but no, I always do the same thing. It's just whether I'm playing holiday. After Wednesday, the piano. I've said this a few times. I'm going to go back to my regular, what I like to call my lounge piano act, my lounge, which I haven't played for a month, and they're going to be rough because I need to play those songs a couple times a week just to keep them at a certain level of proficiency and memorization. I don't have any music in front of me. So that was that. I got a little bit of Diet Coke left. Looks like Mistress Mord went off already. She streamed less than I did today. I streamed for more, because I started just a little bit after her. She's already gone. I guess she was going to stream all night. So yeah, nobody to raid since she's not streaming. Let's see. No. Becca's on. I would only raid like a personal friend of mine. I don't really see any. Or Carol Burnett, but I don't feel like it. So, yeah, that'll be it for today. Again, thanks, Science, for coming by. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Why not? I like my chances. Hope we can get some shit done this weekend. And, yeah, we'll see you guys soon. So here's my little outro.